We are at David Trimmer's. We've been down here before to talk interior and colour choices, but
should we do a quick little flashback to that?
Yeah,
trip?
like now, the car that everyone's got in mind, that I've got in mind, is had a blue interior, had a blue leather. So we're looking at Alcantara options just to make it a bit plusher, a bit nicer. Dave's got a couple of blues in stock that we're just looking at, see whether they're the right ones. What do you think?
Aye.
Dave's here, look.
Hi.
So I suppose it's confession time, because last time we obviously were picking the blue Ali G interior. No, that's not it. That's not happening. Actually, for once in my life, I'm being restrained. So we've got some the Renault Sport RS CSs, are they?
Yeah.
Recaro CS seats out of a Clio Cup that are going in. So we're keeping it kind of OEM. So Dave's managed to get hold of the original grey exterior. So how they had them in the Clio is the funky seats in the front and the sort of standard colour in the rear. We're going to keep that theme going. So it's the yellow dot trim in the centre and the grey exterior yellow stitching. So we've got the seat here. Dave's going to do some touching up on some of the stitching and trim the rear bench for us. So we're going to get the seat out of the van.
We can shot glass these, paint these up.
This is the rear bench that came out. Let's remind ourselves of them. Dave's got all the blasting material here, so we can shot blast these, paint them all up so they're all nice and fresh for underneath at the rear, which is lovely.
Take that cover off, Tom. See how this is already popped out?
Oh yeah.
Just keep going all the way around.
Oh, like that, so it just pulls sort of forward?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to find in here. Oh, you push down on it, that's the trick. Why didn't you tell me that? You just said just keep going.
Okay, just tease it back, I think.
Oh yeah, just push it back.
Yeah.
Just tease it back.
You in?
No. Just like that. So strong.
Started Dave the Trimmer 2012 after being made redundant, and haven't looked back. Every day's been a busy day.
Well, great story. Let's carry on with the seats then.
We are going to point this cover up so we can make patterns from it. These are just reference points, so we know when we're sewing back up, we know how it goes back together.
What's your plan? Because obviously you said they were in panels,
they're quite large sections, so we'll certainly get these bits out, no bother. Hopefully that bit will come out of one of them. But then we're going to do them all grey pretty much, aren't we?
Yeah.
With a yellow stitch going around here, so it ties in with the fronts.
And I guess depending on what that looks like, dependent on what's left to trim or... Is that just a panel that's stitched?
So yeah, someone's done that when they've retrimmed it. This has been retrimmed in the past, right? So we don't have to reintroduce that because that won't match up with the front.
Cool, so we could just have that and a
fairly
cushion
plain.
and yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I think it's important to keep it close to that.
Agree.
Oh, that's dusty.
Oh. So next step is there's a few little darts I need to split there, and then once we've got the material so it's completely flat, we can pattern it using the new material. Then we'll back it with some foam and then get it sewn up.
Oh. So, Mr. Dave, we've laid out all the pieces of material. However, there is some still material left over.
So this is genuine Renault cloth to match these front seats. However, we don't quite have enough, but this is the last of it.
Like there were 9
Unless there's
panels,
anyone
right?
out there in the world that has some more. Yeah, we've done it, so we'll have the faces in the Renault cloth.
Yeah.
And then we'll choose a fabric or a vinyl.
I think we paid £1,000 for 9 panels like that.
10. £100 a panel, pre-cut. It's got to be done, and it's been cut this way to be sold as repair panels for people who have these seats that wear through the bolsters. Like this one's already had a repair panel put in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Nice.
trying to work with what we got.
Good job.
We are currently cutting new strips of plastic versus what was on the original R5 seats, which was a millboard or a cardboard, which gets where it goes soggy and doesn't work anymore, whereas this plastic will last a long time.
Never be soggy. Nice.
Here it is, the rear. So we've not painted it yet. I can show it, can't I? So sandblast at the bottom. So Dave's obviously just wanted to get this sized up and make sure it's all fit. It's been steamed, seated. There's little clips in the foam that seat it all and put it in tight, which I learnt today. So the idea is that this is original Renault trim that matches the bolsters on the front seats, which is here. So then we've got sort of like the OEM RS Clio vibe going on with the twin yellow stitching, is that what you call it? Right, yeah. Twin yellow stitching, the grey interior, which is how they would have had them. So they had the upgrade seats and then the sort of low key rears. Got yellow seat belts and everything to go inside as well. So hopefully we're going to leave the other front seat with Mr. Trimmer.
Yeah, we're going to get out of the way.
We've left lots of mess here today.
That's usually what happens when you and I come to a...
True. I've got lots of mess on me too. I've been productive today. Cool. Thanks, Dave.
You're welcome.
Team Tom.